Good evening, my dear friends. Tonight I want to share with you a message of hope and encouragement. A message that reminds us that every twist and turn in our lives is not by chance, but part of a divine preparation for a greater purpose. There are signs along the journey that the hand of God is guiding you, shaping you for something extraordinary. Allow me to share 10 signs that may reveal that this preparation is underway in your life. Consider the unquenchable hunger for spiritual truth as an inner fire that compels us to seek answers to life's deepest questions. This burning desire goes beyond mere intellectual curiosity. It is a soulful longing that drives us to open our hearts and minds to the eternal wisdom of God. It is not satisfied with the superficial explanations offered by the world, but demands a deeper understanding of the divine and of our place in His grand design. When you find yourself yearning for more than what daily routines and worldly distractions provide, recognize that this hunger is a divine prompt, urging you to dig deeper into the mysteries of faith and the sacred teachings that have been passed down through generations. There is a persistent restlessness that awakens every time you read a passage from Scripture or listen to a sermon that resonates with your inner being. It is as though your spirit is crying out for the truth that only God can reveal. This longing is not marked by fleeting interest. It endures, grows, and becomes the very air you breathe, nourishing your soul in ways that material success and transient pleasures cannot. As you journey through life, you may encounter moments of doubt and confusion, but within you lies a steadfast desire to know more, to be closer to the source of all wisdom and love. In those moments, your hunger becomes a guiding light, leading you to prayer, meditation, and a sincere exploration of the Word. This desire for truth often prompts us to ask the hard questions about life, purpose, and destiny. It challenges us to examine our beliefs, to seek the foundation upon which our lives are built, and to question the values that we have inherited. Such an inquiry is not an act of rebellion, but a humble acknowledgement of the infinite complexity of the Creator. Sure. It is an invitation to grow, to learn, and to be transformed by a knowledge that transcends our limited human understanding. Every time you encounter a new insight or a fresh perspective that brings you closer to the heart of God, your spirit is enriched and prepared for the greater purpose that awaits you. When this hunger is met with earnest study and sincere reflection, it becomes a catalyst for change. It compels you to step outside your comfort zone and to engage with communities of faith that challenge and inspire you. The journey toward spiritual truth is not always an easy one, for it requires you to confront long-held assumptions and to embrace the possibility of being reshaped by the power of divine revelation. With every step you take, your soul is strengthened, and you become more aware of the profound calling that has been placed upon your life. The search for truth may lead you through dark valleys and over rugged mountains. Yet every trial along the way serves to refine your character and deepen your conviction. In quiet moments of solitude, when you are alone with your thoughts and prayers, this unquenchable hunger reveals itself as a gentle, persistent whisper that stirs your soul and awakens your deepest longings for the truth that transcends the temporary and the mundane realities of daily life and lifts your spirit toward the everlasting embrace of divine wisdom and understanding that can only come from God Himself and infuse your very being with hope and purpose beyond measure and reveal the true nature of your destiny as one destined for great things in the service of truth, love that go far beyond the confines of human understanding forever. Many among us have felt that stirring within, a subtle yet insistent restlessness that whispers in the quiet moments of our lives, urging us to seek a calling greater than the mundane routines that often envelop our days. This restless desire for a greater purpose is not simply a fleeting curiosity, but a profound indication that there is more awaiting us beyond what we currently perceive. It is as if our hearts are unwilling to settle for a life confined to the ordinary, but instead are driven by a deep inner yearning to be part of something that transcends our individual existence and connects us to a higher, divine plan. In moments of solitude, when the noise of daily responsibilities fades into the background, that inner voice begins to speak with clarity, stirring our souls with visions of a destiny rich with meaning and imbued with the promise of transformation. When this yearning takes hold, it prompts us to question our circumstances and challenges us to rise above our comfort zones, to look beyond the transient and seek a truth that is eternal. Over time, this restless desire reveals itself not in grand gestures, but in subtle nudges, in the small moments when our hearts stir with an inexplicable feeling of anticipation. Often when we find ourselves gazing out at the horizon, the gentle wind seems to carry whispers of possibility, reminding us that our journey is not over and that our lives are meant to evolve. Every challenge that we face, every setback that we encounter, is infused with a purpose that may not be immediately apparent, yet gradually unfolds as we continue to trust in that divine guidance. It is through these trials that we come to understand that our struggles are not meant to break us, but to build us, to prepare us for a role that is far more significant than we ever imagined. In these moments, the desire for something more ignites a fire within us that cannot be quenched by the comforts of familiarity or the fleeting pleasures of worldly success. This yearning for greater purpose also opens our eyes to the beauty of transformation. As we journey along this path, we begin to notice changes in our character and perspective, an increasing sensitivity to the needs of others, a growing capacity for empathy, and a humble acceptance of the lessons learned through adversity. Each day presents new opportunities to grow, to learn, and to serve, reminding us that the call to a higher purpose is a continuous process of renewal and rediscovery. With every step we take, the path becomes clearer, and the choices we make align more closely with the divine blueprint set before us. The transformation is not always immediate or dramatic, but it is steadfast, as if the very core of our being is being reshaped by the hands of a loving Creator. As this desire for something greater takes root, it compels us to act with courage and conviction. We are no longer content to remain on the sidelines of our own lives, but are drawn to embrace opportunities that challenge us to step into roles of leadership, compassion, and service. The restless spirit within pushes us to break free from complacency and strive for excellence in all that we do. It calls us to live authentically, to pursue dreams aligned with a higher calling, and to be a beacon of hope in a world of uncertainty. Every prayer and reflection reminds us that our lives are part of a narrative, rich with promise and potential that invites exploration of possibilities. There are moments in life when you experience an invitation that seems to come out of nowhere, an opportunity that appears when you least expect it, as if the very fabric of your existence has been rearranged to open a new door. These instances often manifest as unexpected meetings with people who inspire and challenge you, or invitations to step into roles that push you beyond the boundaries of what you believed possible. It is as though, in the midst of routine, a door swings wide open, a sign that a greater calling is at work in your life. In these moments, you may feel a stirring deep within, a reminder that you are not confined to your present circumstances, but are being prepared to embark on a journey toward a destiny far grander than you have ever imagined. The appearance of such opportunities is not merely a coincidence, but a deliberate act of divine orchestration. When you encounter an unexpected opportunity, whether it be a chance encounter, an unforeseen career prospect, or even a challenging situation that forces you to adapt and grow, it is important to recognize that these are not random events. They are signposts along the road to something greater. When a door opens unexpectedly, it challenges you to leave behind the comfort of the known and to step into the realm of possibility. You may find yourself hesitating at first, unsure if you are ready for the change that lies ahead. Yet, each time such an opportunity arises, it serves as a gentle prompt, urging you to trust in a plan that is much bigger than your own. These open doors often lead to moments of profound personal transformation, where the lessons you learn and the experiences you gather become the very building blocks of your future. They are the moments that test your courage, ignite your creativity, and ultimately propel you toward a life of greater service and deeper fulfillment. It is in these unforeseen openings that you may discover strengths you never knew you possessed. As you step through the door, you are invited to explore a path that demands your full potential, your resilience, your compassion, and your willingness to embrace change. Every time you act on these unexpected invitations, you cultivate an inner resourcefulness and a spirit of adventure that not only enriches your own life, but also allows you to become a source of inspiration for others. There is a profound beauty in the way these opportunities, no matter how small they might seem at first, come together to form a mosaic of experiences that shape you into someone who is more capable, more compassionate, and more aligned with a higher purpose. These moments are often subtle and may initially pass by unnoticed, hidden within the flow of everyday life. Yet, when you begin to recognize them as part of a larger design, you realize that every conversation, every chance meeting, and every seemingly insignificant detail is a piece of the puzzle that is leading you to a greater destiny. There is power in staying alert and receptive to these moments, in understanding that the universe is continually working behind the scenes to prepare you for what lies ahead. When you are open to the possibility of these unexpected opportunities, you learn to see each new challenge and each sudden change not as obstacles, but as stepping stones that carry you toward a future filled with promise and potential. Within each of us there is a quiet, transformative force that often begins unnoticed, a subtle stirring in the depths of our hearts that calls us to change. This inward transformation and refinement of character is not something that happens overnight. Rather, it is a gradual, steady process that unfolds through both joyful moments and times of adversity. Every challenge we face, every disappointment we endure serves as an opportunity for growth and for the reshaping of our inner selves. When life's storms hit and the weight of our burdens feels overwhelming, it is precisely in those moments that God is at work, molding us into the person we are meant to be and refining us from the inside out. It is as if each trial is a chisel, carefully carving away the rough edges of our character and revealing the beauty of a spirit being perfected through persistent grace. As we journey through life, we often discover that our weaknesses begin to transform into strengths. The pain we experience becomes the fertile soil in which virtues such as perseverance, compassion, and humility take root. With every hardship comes the possibility for a renewed understanding of what it means to live with integrity and purpose. There is a gentle yet persistent call within that invites us to let go of past failures and to embrace the lessons they offer. This process requires courage to admit our imperfections and determination to allow ourselves to be reshaped by experiences that, though painful at times, are laden with divine purpose. Each moment of self-examination becomes an opportunity to shed old habits and step into a new, refined version of ourselves that is more aligned with the truth and love that God intends for us. In the quiet hours of reflection, when the clamor of everyday life subsides, our souls begin to speak a language of transformation. It is during these moments of solitude that we become aware of the subtle shifts occurring within. an increased capacity for forgiveness, a softening of our hearts, and a sincere desire to serve others. These gentle changes, though they may seem small at first, are powerful indicators that a process of inner renewal is underway. The transformation is not simply about adopting new behaviors or attitudes. It is a deep, internal metamorphosis that realigns our priorities and transforms our outlook on life. It invites us to trust that every trial has its purpose, and that every moment, no matter how ordinary, is an opportunity to grow into the person we are destined to become. Often the path of inner transformation requires us to leave behind the familiar and step boldly into the unknown. There is a bittersweet beauty in the struggle, for it is through these moments of uncertainty that we learn to depend on a strength beyond our own. Every experience, whether marked by sorrow or joy, contributes to the unfolding tapestry of our character, gradually replacing fear with hope and doubt with faith. As we allow ourselves to be molded by this divine process, we begin to see that our true worth is measured not by external accomplishments, but by the integrity of our hearts and the authenticity of our love for others. Each day, as we strive to live out our values and to act with compassion, we become living evidence of a grace that refines and elevates us. The process of character refinement is a lifelong journey, a series of moments and choices that, when embraced with humility and gratitude, transform our very being. It is a call to look inward and recognize that the changes we experience are the very means by which we are prepared for a higher purpose, revealing our capacity to reflect divine love and to inspire those around us. Life often places burdens upon us that seem too heavy to bear, yet these challenges are not signs of defeat, but rather instruments of growth and strength. Every hardship, every trial that weighs you down, carries within it the seed of transformation and an opportunity to develop resilience. When you face difficulties that leave you questioning your ability to continue, remember that these moments are carefully designed to fortify your inner spirit and build character beyond measure. It is through the crucible of adversity that we learn the true meaning of perseverance. And every burden you carry helps to mold you into a more compassionate, determined, and courageous individual. In the midst of struggle, you may feel overwhelmed by the pressure of responsibilities and the constant demands of life, yet this weight is not meant to crush you. Instead, it is meant to reveal the hidden reserves of strength within. The challenges that appear insurmountable at first gradually become the stepping stones that elevate you to new heights. As you endure these trials, you discover that the very burdens you once feared are transforming into the source of your greatest power. With every setback, you gain wisdom, and with every obstacle, you cultivate the perseverance necessary to overcome future challenges. Often, the burdens that come unexpectedly are accompanied by lessons that you might not have learned otherwise. When circumstances force you to confront your limitations, you are given the chance to re-examine your priorities and reshape your outlook on life. The pressure you experience in difficult times serves as a reminder that true growth is born from struggle, and that every weight you bear is an opportunity to refine your character. As you learn to navigate these challenges, you become more adept at turning pain into purpose, understanding that the process of transformation is gradual and requires both faith and patience. Furthermore, the burdens you face can serve to unite you with others experiencing similar struggles, creating a sense of community and shared purpose. In times of adversity, knowing that you are not alone provides comfort, and this collective resilience reinforces the truth that every burden has the potential to build bridges between hearts and foster deeper connections among those who share the same trials. In the support of a compassionate community, you find the encouragement to press on, and your own strength is amplified by the collective power of those who have also been shaped by their challenges. As you continue along the path of life, Allow the burdens you carry to remind you that strength is not measured by the absence of difficulty, but by the courage to persevere in spite of it. Each trial becomes a testament to your ability to overcome, a marker on the road toward a destiny far greater than any momentary hardship. The weight of your burdens, though heavy at times, is also a source of empowerment, urging you to rise above limitations and embrace the promise of growth that lies just beyond the horizon. Your journey is defined not by the struggles you endure, but by the strength you gain through them, with every burden serving as a building block in the foundation of a resilient and purposeful life. Each burden endured enriches your spirit, fueling an inner resolve that continues to grow with every experience, and reminding you that the process of building strength is ongoing and ever-evolving. In every moment of struggle, you find new dimensions of fortitude and perseverance, creating a legacy of strength that transforms every challenge into an opportunity for renewal, continuously fueling growth and hope. Every person, at some point, experiences a stirring within, a deep and persistent feeling that there is a greater plan for their life, an unmistakable sense of destiny that calls to them, no matter how gently or forcefully it speaks. This inner conviction is like a quiet beacon that guides you through the darkest nights, a divine reminder that your existence is not a mere accident, but a purposeful journey, crafted with intention by a loving Creator. It is a feeling that transcends logic and reason, reaching into the very depths of your soul, urging you to consider that your life may be part of something far grander than your day-to-day struggles and victories. When this sense of destiny takes hold, you begin to notice that every moment, every encounter, every decision is interwoven into a tapestry that tells a story of promise and hope, a narrative that is uniquely yours, and yet connected to a greater design. As you move through life, that profound awareness of your destiny often surfaces in the quiet moments of reflection, when you are alone with your thoughts and prayers. It is during these times that you might feel an overwhelming certainty that you were born for a purpose, that every challenge and every triumph has been designed to prepare you for a future that exceeds your wildest dreams. Your heart may quicken in anticipation when faced with a decision that seems to align perfectly with your inner calling, as if the universe itself is affirming that you are on the right path. This feeling is not a vague hope or mere wishful thinking. It is a deep-seated assurance that emanates from within, filling you with quiet confidence and a determination that emboldens you to step forward despite uncertainties. This unmistakable sense of destiny is often accompanied by a series of small yet powerful confirmations that reinforce the belief that you are being led towards something significant. Perhaps you encounter unexpected opportunities that perfectly match your unique talents and passions. Or you receive gentle guidance from mentors, friends, or even strangers whose words seem to echo the call you feel in your heart. These encounters serve as signposts along the way, each one reinforcing the notion that your life is part of a larger, divinely orchestrated plan. In those moments, you come to understand that the sense of destiny is not merely an abstract idea, but a tangible force, shaping the contours of your life and inviting you to embrace the journey ahead with faith. As this sense of destiny grows stronger, it becomes a constant companion that inspires you to press on, even when the road is steep and the challenges seem insurmountable. It fuels your resolve, emboldens your spirit, and reminds you that every setback you experience is simply a stepping stone toward a future filled with promise. The inner pull you feel is a call to action, urging you to trust in the process of growth and to recognize that each experience, whether of joy or pain, is designed to prepare you for the magnificent future that awaits. This compelling inner voice does not allow you to ignore the truth of your potential. Instead, It stirs you to pursue opportunities for service and leadership, to take risks that expand your horizons, and to step boldly into the role that only you can fill. There is an undeniable power in the feeling of destiny that awakens within you, a power that transforms ordinary moments into profound experiences and challenges into opportunities for growth, creating a life that is not defined by chance but by the purposeful unfolding of a higher calling.